Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to our Biodome park in Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last video we worked on this big old coastal biodome in the top right. This was inspired by Prehistoric Planet, the coastal episode of PP. So we've got the Rexes in there, we've got some pterosaurs, yada yada yada. Lovely stuff. Over here we've got our forest, our little baby one we made right at the start, which just seems worse and worse over time. And down here at the bottom we have our swamp. Today we're going to do something pretty cool, and we're not doing a time lapse today because I can't be bothered. Basically, today we're doing something pretty cool, recommended by people in the comment section last week. Thanks to Cyodenic's expanded sandbox mod, we've got access to some interesting things. If you look over here, in these blank spaces here, you can see that what we've got access to is the destroyed forest, the burnt out forest with the flames there and everything, and you know, the ash floating through the sky from the Dominion campaign. So that's a really interesting idea. We can do like a burnt out forest themed habitat, and we can actually make that a little bit Prehistoric Planet themed as well. So that's a really fun idea, and that's what we're going to do today. So first things first, we need to pause the game. We need to grab our dome, and we're going to attach that as per usual, just to give us a little starting point, get it nice and close. And I was going to make this symmetrical on both sides, but I just don't see a world where that actually works, so I'm not going to. Gonna do lots and lots of this. Big ol'... Oh, no. Gotta not do that because it adds little dust rings, and little dust rings will make my life a lot harder. I'm getting much more in this than I expected, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really planning to make it this big, but, you know, we've all been there, haven't we? I might bring it in a little bit on the right, just so there's a bit more of a gap between the two. So, you know, there's more room for the car to move in. And we're gonna have another one here. So I think that's a pretty good size. I might go one level higher, sure. Let's go in from here. No, you cheeky little son of a lemon. Right, there we go. So that's going to be our new biodome, and we'll do a smaller one this side, and maybe not even have one there, and have a big chunky one over here in the top left. Maybe two over there. I don't know. We're going a little bit more freeform than originally planned. So, if you haven't seen Prehistoric Planet, you're very silly, you should go watch it. Don't watch this video, just go watch Prehistoric Planet. But there is an episode where there's a forest fire, and then there's like an ashen forest afterwards. And there's a few dinosaurs in there that we could possibly bring in. We'll have to do a little bit more, but I think for this to work, first of all, we're going to need to change the ground texture. Probably, well, tell you what. First of all, let's do the actual terrain editing. I want a fairly big flat area, because, actually, okay. I'm thinking about this as I go. So what I want is probably this big one, right? That's going to be like the centerpiece. That's going to sit in the middle. Actually curves really nicely. Like so. Okay, that's our big destroyed forest. Maybe there's some alive forest at the edges. Yeah. And what I'm going to do as well is just flatten from here. Take this around the edges as well. As per usual, this will take a bajillion years. Can I slope help? Not really. So, I think it's important to have a little bit of elevation at the sides, otherwise your whole thing just ends up looking a little bit boring. And again, I want to try to hide the walls a little bit, and the elevation helps. So we're going to have the burnt out forest in the middle. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a live forest at the sides, and maybe some water there as well. The idea being that the water, the rivers and the rocks and stuff kind of acted as a bit of a natural boundary that kind of beat back the forest fire, right? I think that's a cool beans idea. I'm just gonna... where's my smooth? Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Can't have these rigid lines. Can have a little bit of rigid. One line over there. It's the only line I'm allowed. It's that bottom right corner. All the others are banned. I can't go any higher than this, can I? So I'm going to bring that up a bit as well. You need some harder lines, because that's just kind of what the world looks like, right? But you also need to be careful with it. It's very dangerous stuff. Okay, so let's grab some water. Let's go high slope, because God knows why still. And I'm going to cut in at certain points. We're not going to cut in the whole thing. I think if we just have nothing but this, it's going to look a little bit boring. So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. No raised one? No, the water does not like going on the raised terrain in this. This is definitely something I've realised over time. Bring that radius down, cut in there a little bit, cut around there, a little bit funky, a little bit funky. It's like it's holding up the world, it's Atlas. A little bit of water in there, a little bit of water in there. Okay, cool. And then we need some forest around the outside. Dense in some parts. Always poking in around the edge though. I think this is necessary. I think the biodome just doesn't look very good if you don't have some surrounding forest. I may be entirely wrong, but I've decided that I'm correct, so I'm going to rigidly stick by that idea, even if it proves to be not true. That's my right, okay? Especially near the water, you know, that should be nice and dense with woodlands. And then we're going to go really low in the intensity, and we're kind of going to... Okay, we're going to go a little higher on the intensity, but low in the radius, and we're kind of going to just... Okay, a little high in the radius. There we go. Bloody Nora. I was just going to try to... Just a few. I just want to give the idea that it's fading out. You know, there should be some crossover. Not all the trees would burn down. What if I go lower on radius, up on radius, lower on intensity? You really have to hold it. Blah, 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 blah. Just the idea that some of the trees survived, but, you know, towards the middle it gets worse and worse, right? So there should be some crossover between the two. There should be some mixing between the burnt out trees and the not burnt out trees, especially near the water, I would suggest. We'll keep some slightly open areas like so. A couple more normal trees in the middle, maybe a little bit there. Oh, that's too many. It's too many. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, so what we need to do now, obviously we need to paint the ground. Now, I think dirt, in theory, makes more sense, but oh no, what's going on here? There we go. I think rock is just going to look cooler, right? It'd be nice if I could have like a burnt ground, essentially. That would be awesome, but we don't live in that world, folks. We don't live in that world. You know, you have to make do, so I think rock's going to look the best. And we're just going to kind of fade that out, well, nice and strong in the middle, but then fade it out towards the edges. The natural trees, the surviving trees, kind of bring their own greenery, which is really helpful, actually. It's going to look cool beans, decided. You know, nothing in the middle, just pure death, essentially. And then the outsides, the green starts to fade in a little bit, and the normal tree. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking sexy. Right, okay. If I was looking sexy, what would I be? I would be a rock. Tiger rocks. And my desire to say taiga every single time is oh wait, no, maybe tropical. Yeah, tropical. My desire to say tiger every single time is absolutely overwhelming. It just is. I'm never going to get over it. I know it's tiger or anyways, it's tiger. Even though tiger sounds better. Because tiger sounds like a tiger. Alright. Can't have tiger terrain, although tiger terrain sounds pretty cool, it must be said. Now, this is much brighter than I thought it was. I don't even know what I'm doing, I'm just kind of just dotting them around. I just figure, you know, the forest fire would expose the rock, right? All the moss and all the peat and all the greenery has been shredded off by the lick of the flame, and we need to kind of give that impression. I'm going to kind of have it a little bit, you know, wherever the green starts to come in, the idea, again, that the rocks are acting a little bit as a sort of a natural boundary between the greenery and the raging flames. Sorry. One of those days, folks, one of those days. It's always one of those days. Right, okay, that's looking okay. It's hard to tell. There's about to be a massive bloody blob of glass all over the bloody thing. Is there anything else I mean, there's so much else I want to do. Let's do the other stuff. As helpful as that is. So we need a tower. We need a viewing tower. This lovely research outpost. That's going to go smack bang in the middle. And I'm going to attach it over here for no apparent reason. No, I'm not. Okay, we're going somewhere else. We're going over here. I just took the scenic route. There is definitely a chance that people will die, but that's the price we pay. Okay, so we've got our tower in the middle, and then we need some things, right? We need some lights. Can I make it nighttime now? Should be able to. We usually don't do quite this much before finishing the actual biodome. Oh, it's gonna look so cool though. Okay, we don't want to go too hard on the lights because we'll lose the effect of the flame. What we'll do is we'll keep the floodlights in the green section predominantly, right? And that will again kind of emphasize the dichotomy between this burnt out bit in the middle. Maybe we'll even break the tower. I was considering that as well. Do we want some, like, you know, broken down buildings in the flames, ones that have succumbed to the flame? But yeah, kind of really emphasize the dichotomy between the outside and the inside. I think that's a nice idea. Watchtower seems like the kind of thing you'd have in this area. Again, kind of like, you know, this is maybe... I don't know, I'm trying to build this like it's Bleak Firewatch, but, you know, this is like your early warning system. You know, they're keeping an eye out for forest fires, and then they're going to alert people if forest fires happen. So they'd probably have some camera posts dotted around. Again, I do want this to feel man-made, and what it is really, although I'm trying to sell a stupid little story with it, it's more like, you know, how do the animals react to this environment? How do the dinosaurs react to this burnt-out forest environment, you know? Heat detector, very necessary. It is hot. Thank you, heat detector. Duly noted. That actually looks really good. Like, I wish I could like place that, you know, these sort of the scaffolding and the half-built things. I think that's going to look awesome with the dinosaurs roaming around. Hopefully we get a little bit of mist rolling through there as well. We might have to put some more trees around the outside to block off the view of the biodome. I kind of wish I could just keep it like this. We're definitely going to be doing this for a future habitat. It looks really good. Is there anything else? No, we'll probably have to do more changes, but let's hit play. Badonkadonk. Oh. Okay, let me get rid of the... There we go. Very cool. Oh, you actually can't move the camera through this at all. It's actually really annoying. Okay, we definitely need more trees around the outside. But that's yeah, I like the idea a lot. Swap back to daytime. And let's put some trees on the outside. Very cool. Oh, that you can see the dust. I mean, the dinosaurs walking through there is going to look absolutely awesome, I think. Yeah, this is way less tree-y than I thought it was. I need maximum tree. I've often been known for maximum egg, but no. Today's maximum tree day. All these little... How did I miss so much? It doesn't need to be completely blanketed, which is a new word we've just made up. I think what I was going for was blanketed, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know, it can't just be, you know, here's a wall of glass, because that's silly. Nobody likes a wall of glass. It sounds like an ominous saying in the Hunger Games or something. The wall of glass will come for us all, ladies and gentlemen. Or glass ceiling. The women in chat know what I'm on about. It's just life at the moment. We can fix it, we'll make it better. Right, okay, let's not delve into random unrelated topics. Let's we feeling sexier? Yeah, I mean that is a humongous improvement already. I'm just gonna go through and pick off some of the slightly more egregious, I'm just throwing in the big words today, slightly more egregious parts of the build where you can see a little bit too much. I think this is my favourite. You can see a little bit too much, so we can kind of sit in the middle like so and rotate around and pick out bits that I think you can see a little bit too much of the outside world. I don't want the dinosaurs to know they're in a biodome, you know? They have to think they're having their best life in a burnt out, on fire forest. That's what everyone wants, right? I mean, this would be very fun to explore. It wouldn't be fun to be in whilst it's on fire, but... One day, there's one thing I wish this game had. I get why it doesn't, you know, it's not Planet Zoo, it's not Prehistoric Kingdom, it's not a zoo builder in that kind of sense. But it'd be nice to have effects, you know, it'd be nice to have a fire effect. Also, why doesn't Planet Zoo have a fire effect? It'd be nice to have a waterfall effect. I think a waterfall effect is actually pretty necessary. If we could just get a decoration that's like a stack of rocks with a waterfall tumbling down the front of it. You know, more stuff like that. I think you could have placeable decorations like that we have with the trees that resemble things you would find in a natural habitat, and that would make our exhibit design a whole lot better. It's definitely a step above where it's been in the past, don't get me wrong. Way better than it was in the past, but I think there's still room for improvement there. And attractions! We need attractions! More than anything else in the entire bloody game. Right, I think that looks a lot better. Oh, a little bit over there. The outside world is a dangerous, spooky place, okay? Look at that. That looks fantastic. That's very dramatic. I love a bit of drama. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. This park's nice for me because I don't have to do anything. I don't have to build pretty environments. So we'll have one there. We'll have one there. Obviously, we're going to do like a desert one. You guys gave me some good suggestions. I'll get back to that next video. But let's get some dinosaurs. So what do we... Wait, is this... What is this? Why are you open? What's going on here? Oh, because you're meant to be pretty. Okay, yeah. We go over here. Right, so one of the dinosaurs we need is a Troodon. Technically in PP, it was a Troodontid, an unnamed Troodontid. But we're just going to go for the straight up Troodon. And I'm going to actually colour it slightly after the one from PP. And 10 is plenty because I've got hiccups. Right, okay, so we've got Troodontid. We had... So when it was actually on fire, there was only a Troodontid. I think there was like a tiny little herbivore, but I can't remember what it was. And we didn't really see it. There was also... Was it Deinonychus or was it Utahraptor? Either way, we don't have either of those in the game. We do have Deinonychus. But it's not really... I can only use Pyroraptor again. Pyroraptor looks much more appropriate. It's the only feathered one we've got, you know? It's the only one I've got. I'm gonna do another Pyroraptor. I wouldn't usually do this, but because we're trying to theme this a little bit. I need a... It's kind of got like a tan... I think it's a Atrociraptor, actually. Which we don't bloody have either! Why don't we have the Atrociraptor? Tell you what I want to do... We've got a lot of time today, because that was pretty quick. So what we're going to do, we're going to... Also, why can't I... There's so much... I'm just complaining now, and I feel bad. It'd be nice to be able to access the skin system, the creature viewer, from inside the game. Because I need to log out. Well, not log out, but I need to swap out, and then go into species viewer, and then load it back up, and blah, 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 blah. And I just want to check for a skin. We're looking for, like, a tan-coloured skin for the Pyroraptor. And because the preview doesn't necessarily showcase that well enough, we have to... Have I forgotten the alphabet? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Pyroraptor. There we go. So we're looking for... See, that's probably too yellow. Sonoran's probably winning so far. Great Sandy Desert is probably winning so far. Man, this thing is beautiful. I mean, look at that. It looks fantastic. Okay, so I probably want Great Sandy Desert, I think. Yeah, that's pretty close. And then I think probably no pattern. That, you know what? That is not a million miles away. If you ignore the ugly head, that is not a million miles away. It's definitely heavier in the feathering, but... Did I say Great Sandy Desert? I'm going to assume so. You know what? I usually wouldn't double up on them, but I think this is the right time to do so. Let's nib back. And then we're going to throw in some extra things as well, because we need like a larger dinosaur, right? Maybe we will take some inspiration from PP, and we'll take some inspiration from D. Yeah, I was going to throw the P on there, but that's for after 9 PM, actually. So maybe we could have, you know, Dreadnoughtus, for example. I like having a larger dinosaur, because I think you need that sense of scale and contrast between your smaller dinosaurs and your larger dinosaurs. So maybe we'll throw in a couple of new Dreadnoughtuses. What else was there in BIOSYN Valley? Nasutoceratops, maybe? We've got some ideas. That would focus on the game bloody loading, though. Tracking complete. Pish posh. Okay, so we need a Pyroraptor. P. Pyroraptor begins with P. Tell your friends. And we're going for Great Sandy Desert. No pattern, which is wild, I know. Everyone's like, whoa. Wild. And there's also a little ankylosaurid that chews on the charcoal. Is it Anatonosaurus? Something like that. Which obviously we don't have. So we need an equivalent. What are we going to use instead? It can be a Nodosaurid as well. I don't really mind which. Again, I probably would have used Minmi don't know how to use it, but I think doubling up twice is probably a little bit too much. Euoplocephalus, that's a call, and it has a green kind of skin. If I go... Right, why are these identical? You'll realise how unhelpful that is. I'm going to go Limpopo. I'm going to give it a white pattern. And I have no idea what that's going to look like, but we're going to try it. Okay, we're going to need more of those. No, maybe we don't. I'm going to keep it quite light on the dinosaurs just because it's a burnt out forest at the end of the day. I think having it absolutely chock-a-block with dinosaurs is going to look stupid. But we'll get 2 Dreadnoughtuses. Dreadnoughtopodes? If in doubt, throw podes on the end and you're always correct. People will argue, but those people are all objectively incorrect. Right, let's check out our dinosaurs. That is much more yellow than I anticipated. It looks great though. It looks really cool. But I didn't want it to be yellow. But you know what, it's what it is. Advanced move, reform. Okay. There we go. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Oh, am I so far away? Is it this one? Yeah. Are you in there? Yeah, okay. This is going to take a bajillion years. Right, the next step, Kaio, if you're watching, the next step, we need like a drag select tool. Oh wait, I can probably do it from here. This seems risky, but I can probably go like this. Do you reckon they're ending up in there or not? I mean, if they're not, I can just move them, you know? This is fine. This is totally okay. Nothing about this could possibly be going wrong. So says I. It is much... I've got to say, like, even without the drag select tool, this is an absolute lifesaver. It really is. Okay, oh no, come on. You come with me. We're going to go check if your brothers and sisters are... Look at him. Because the thriller... Sorry. Alright, let's have a look. Are they all in here? Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Right, they're going to look so good walking through that. Let's grab the others first, though. Pyroraptor, you're next up. See what these look like. We're just looking for a faded tan kind of chill thing. Yeah, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty sweet. Okay. Same again. We hit N. We hit F. I don't know if I need to hit F. I'm going to do it anyway. We pick them up. It'd be nice if I could toss them. Just actually loop. Just, you know, Kobe. Ah, Kobe. I used to say Kobe all the time. It's from something. Because everything I do is a reference to something. I don't have any original thoughts. What is it? It's when someone tries to do a dunk and he goes, Kobe! I don't know. Whatever it is. And then Kobe died. And I feel bad every single time, but it's become such like an inbuilt habit, you know? Lives on in his memory. Right, next on the list, Euoplocephalus. Hello, buddy. It's been a while. You are completely the wrong colour. I think it might be the pattern ruining these. You know what? It looks alright, though. It's only PP inspired. It doesn't have to follow the PP precisely. Never put all your trust in the PP, okay? These are valuable life lessons I'm giving you, folks. Can I just click? Oh, yeah, I don't. I think it defaults to freeform. So I can kind of just click. And I don't... Oh, what's happened to the lighting? No idea. I don't think I want a, blocked by dinosaur. I'm not sure that's the case. Okay, can I... wonder if this works. Can I just grab you? No. Nothing there, Dreadnought. Wait, let me just... There we go. Sometime... Oh my god. Dreadnoughtus, what are you doing? Right, can we grab it? Yes, okay. That's all that matters. It got a little bit spooky there, but we're okay. You gonna be cool? No, of course not. Right, speed up time again. What would I do without Cowdenic? I swear to God. I honestly don't know. Although it is probably being blocked by the buildings, which we can only do because of Cowdenic. So really, Cowdenic, it's all your fault. Multiple dinosaur threats. That seems unlikely. Maybe it was as it moved over or something? Don't know. We're going to set up the vehicle at some point. I guess there's not much point doing it until they're all in. And then we'll do like a big old... I'll probably just do that off camera, to be honest. Just loop the track round. Or we'll do like a very short biome in the final episode, and then we'll loop the track round, and then we'll do a full tour video. I think the full tour is going to be really enjoyable. And I think what we want to do, as part of upping that enjoyability factor, is have forest. Really dense forest between each of the biodomes. Because I don't really want you to experience the outside world. Between biodomes, right? Kind of like, you know, so it just feels like you're lurching from world to world as opposed to going through the park itself. You know what I mean? I think that'll be really cool. It's kind of like, I can't remember what the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is like, but if you think about the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the absolutely terrifying one with Gene Wilder? ? And they go through the tunnel, it's all super spooky, and then they get to the next place. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for, decided. Right, let's check out our burnt forest habitats. Where's my first burn? There it is. No, yeah. Yeah, that looks awesome. Hey, that's cool. That's very cool. I can't walk into the forest. Oh man, it looks awesome though. The ash flying around, the flames still burning. That looks, yeah, that's great. You know, it's got a nice... It does feel a little bit like this formed like a natural boundary. You know, it raises up here, the forest is there, the water's there, but the middle just suffered entirely. Can I sneak in a little bit? Nope, not at all. What if I just... Free camera mode. Yeah, that... Oh, wait, no. Well, at least this way I can zoom in. There's gotta be a way to do this. Why can I not do this? Can I plop myself in there? I really can't. Huh. It's as low as I can go. I would be terrible at limbo. It's kind of eerie in a way because there's no sound, you know? It kind of gives it... Oh, wait, can they move? They can't move, can they? They actually can't... The dinosaurs can't move. I've created a diorama. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It sounds like a bad thing, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay? We could actually place them exactly where... Oh no, I feel bad for them though. Let me just... I mean, I really like how the whole thing looks, but I didn't think about that. I thought they'd be able to move even if I couldn't, but they are actually... They're actually stuck, aren't they? They're actually stuck. Where are all the other Pyroraptors and stuff? They're... Okay, Troodon's having a good time over there, starving. I'm just gonna bloody turn this off. I mean, there's a Troodon over there. Troodon over there. You okay? Are you trapped as well? It's kind of like little dioramas, you know, little moments lost in time. So what I maybe want to do, if I can, is grab some of... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. They're staying like that forever. God, I can't even zoom in on the Pyroraptor down there. I've really limited myself here. This was slightly unexpected. But, I mean, in terms of the look, I think it looks great. That's what matters, right? It's really dramatic. If we hop into Ansel, can I head inside? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Ansel? You cannot photograph in-game videos, cutscenes, menus, or certain game... Is there a chance that this has broken my Ansel, or is Ansel just being stupid in general? I'm hoping it's the... I'm hoping it's the latter, and that if I reload, it'll work. I mean, the alternative, then... I'm gonna... This is risky. What we're gonna do... We're gonna save it. Because we're gonna try something a little bit different. I'm moderately happy with how it looks, right? This is fine. And I don't mind that too much. But I'm just gonna demolish... that. Alright. Now they can move. But, what we could maybe do instead... is just use some of the smaller ones, right? This one is humongous, so this one is also... Okay, this is the only small one. But I mean, we could use this. I'm just trying to dodge the dinosaurs. If I just dot this around, is that going to look good or bad? Let's find out. But at least they'd be able to sort of move around it. You know? It's gonna look less cool, but my dinosaurs will be able to move. I don't know which side of that argument I would lie on. It definitely looks less cool though. It's a pretty big downgrade, I gotta say. All the others are gigantic. This one's gigantic. This one's gigantic. This one's gigantic. They're all gigantic. But the dinosaurs can move. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to leave this up to you folks at home. Which should be... I don't know. I think this looks too bad in comparison. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. But it lacks that je ne sais quoi that we had with the last set, you know? I did not expect to have this conversation. I thought life was being so easy. I mean, that looks fantastic. Like, there, right there. If I just zoom in on my little Yuoplo. Like, I think for the smaller dinosaurs in this kind of moment, that looks really nice, actually. The ash rising up and... If I just had one that was like halfway between the two sizes, that would have been absolutely perfect. Curse you, Frontier. Curse you! But, those look cool. Can they all move? Pyros, I just want to hang out with the dinosaurs. Even if I'm going to change back, I want to hang out with the dinosaurs temporarily. You know, they can move between these ones now in a nice way. It just doesn't quite have the effect. Oh, it does look cool though. It looks cool if you zoom in on like one of the smaller dinosaurs walking around in the dust and in the smoke. It looks awesome. You know that the Pyroraptor in front of the fire. Oh, I mean, look at that. That looks awesome. That looks really cool. That is absolutely the aesthetic I was going for. You know, just see them shrouded by the smoke in the distance. Amazing. But I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can think of a way to combine the two. I can't think of a way to combine the two. Maybe what we do is make the exhibit bigger? And we just have that in the middle or something? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm going to leave this up to you folks at home. Do we go for... What I'll do is I'll do a comment, right? If you check the comment section down below, check the pinned comment, and I'll say vote A for such a thing and vote B for such a thing. And you let me know. You just comment A or B. And you can give reasons and write out more, but just vote on which one you prefer, and that's the one we'll go with. I'm going to save a second save file. So we've got both options. So there's Biodome Park... moving dinosaurs. Of course, the other thing we can do is move all the dinosaurs outside of the... Oh, that's kind of the third option, isn't it? Okay, there's A, B, and C. There's A, which is... Let's say this is... Right, A is the original, with the static dinosaurs, but right in the middle of the big burnt forest. There's B, which is this one, with the little burnt forest, but the dinosaurs move around freely. Or there's C, and what we do in C is we move all the dinosaurs out, we put the burnt forest back in, and we put the dinosaurs back in, but they're on the outskirts of the burnt forest. So maybe they wouldn't look as cool, but they would occasionally look cool, basically. And they'd be able to move freely around the outside of it, and we'd still have the big burnt forest. Actually, the more I think about it, I'm leaning that way towards C, but we'll see. Let me know what you think. I will leave a comment down below. Just let me know on the master comment. I am the master. That way it's easier for me to keep track of. And I will see you lovely folks then. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Why have I started doing that? God only knows.